Hello and welcome to episode 17 of Unemployed to Unstoppable. Last time you saw us, we were at the end of the transfer window. We played our opening game of the season, in which we won to set us up good for the season. Since then, we've been on an absolute barnstorming run. As you can see from the league table, we are played 7, won 7 with a goal difference of 22. And to say we are on fire is it just doesn't do it justice. So we had the game that you saw at the start of the season against Solihull Motors, which we won 3-0. We followed up with a 4-0 win at Sutton, 4-2 win at Chelmsford, 5-3 against Oldham, 4-1 at Chesterfield, 5-1 at Bromley, and 4-0 win in the previous game against Gloucester. We picked up Manager of the Month award. We picked up Player of the Month award for Gomez, who also got Young Player of the Month award. So it's been a fantastic start. Today's episode will see a home game against Airdrie in the SPFL Trust Trophy third round, which is a cup containing teams from England and Scotland, and then an away game at Barnet. So I'll cut the credits and I'll join you for the start of the first match. And welcome back. So here we are with the starting lineup for the first game against Airdrie. Got Parks in goals, Davies in at left back, Ferguson and Nye playing in the centre of the centre of the back. Meekins playing right back, and he's been playing right back all season. As he's kind of become our first choice right back, and I've kept him there because he does the long throws. Got Sweet and Phillips playing centre mid. Normally we would have our other new signing, who's been absolutely magnificent in there, Swiderski. He's away on international duty. And then we've got Wishart on the left, Alpha Lions playing out on the right, because it's a way to fit those three in together. Again, normally Roos would be out there, but he's injured at the minute for a few weeks. So we'll get to the match and see how we get on in the SPFL Trophy. Probably one of the first times it's ever been played, and it's certainly the first time I've played in it on any iteration of Football Manager. So let's get into the dressing room. I want to pick off where we were last time, which was obviously a 4-0 win, and get straight into the game. We've had lots of chances every game we've played. Gomez, I think, has scored 9 goals in 7 games. We've had players with multiple hat-tricks so far, so I think Gomez has had a hat-trick, Alpha Lions had a hat-trick, Parrish has had a hat-trick, Forster's had a hat-trick, so it's been an absolutely amazing start to the season, and if we can continue it as long as possible, I think this might be the year we can finally get that top spot. We still haven't had Dalmeida confirmed as a signing, and I'm not sure if we really need him, if I'm totally honest, but we will see. Long ball up top then to Gomez. He's broke into the box, picks out Parrish, but he only knocks it into the keeper. Meekins tries to keep it alive into Phillips, but he blazes it over the bar. So 10 minutes into the game, we're probably looking slightly better side. Again, I'm going to keep an eye on the fitness. In the last few games, we've not had any fitness issues yet. As I say, as Parrish scores a goal from another long throw-in, another assist from Meekins. But I know them difficulties will come at some point, so I'm going to keep an eye on who's got heavy workloads in terms of game time, and try and switch out early. I've also had some disgruntlement from some of the substitute players. So Ashley Charles has asked for more game time, which I can't give him because in the middle of the park we've been phenomenal. And the team that's played every game so far to win 7 from 7 with a goal difference of plus 22, I can't really break that up at the minute. So he's going to have to bide his time. And Lench as well. Who had issues last season with game time, is coming for it again. So a lovely little passing move in there. Alpha Lions broke into the box and put us 2-0 up. This game turning out to be reasonably comfortable now. I might at half-time get Sweet off because he's played every game this season and just give someone else a run out in the middle of the park. So long throw in from Meekins again. Ball breaks the edge of the box to Phillips. Ferguson plays it back into Phillips and it just goes wide. So again, lots and lots of chances. Playing more direct, exciting football. The players' ratings every game have been nothing short of magnificent. So I think we're going to have a long and successful season this season. Again, let me know in the comment section what you think of the signings we've made, if you think it's made us stronger, if you think we'll be able to pull it off this season and get that league spot. I mean, we've got players like Christensen on the bench. He could easily be in that first team. Long throw from Meekins again. Just breaks away, we can't score there, but we're looking really dangerous from throw-ins now. And even if it's one game every 5, it's an extra goal to put towards us, getting some more points on the board. I'm not sure at what point the big teams in Scotland come into this cup, or high up the teams are in terms of whether it's their championship or premiership teams. I can't imagine their Premier League teams like Rangers or Aberdeen would be in it. Again, we'll see as it develops. Happy with how it's going. Kicking back out for the second half. I'm going to see who's on the bench and take Sweet off. It's a good chance to introduce Burnett back for some games from injury. And I'll maybe look to give Charles or Lench some game time as well before they come knocking on the office door again. So we'll see how the second half develops. I'm not sure if this is a post-substitute highlight or if this was a highlight that would have been on anyway. And 9 kicks out the ball, so that should end the highlight and we should carry on now. Again, XG of 1.9, 14 shots with half of them being on target. Looking pretty good. There hasn't really been any weak links in the team so far this season. I know last season we used to have left back was a bit of a dodgy spot. We didn't always look that threatening up the top, but as you can see there, all 4 up the front. Until Wishart just goes there, we're playing over a 7, so we're looking a lot more consistent, I would say, and dangerous to the opponent. So we'll just see how this goes. I don't know if I'll take Phillips off or not. I would like to give some of the players some game time. We will swap Parish for Lewis. It's a good change. And I think I will just bring on Lench for Phillips. In fact, I'm going to bring on for Wishart, just to give him some game time to try and keep him happy, because I don't want to end up in a situation last season where we're playing unfit players every game. So 10 minutes to go. First game in the SPFL trophy. Pretty comfortable. If we can get another tie like this, we can try and progress as far as we can through the rounds. Again, I'll update you in the next game if the draw's out as to who we'll be up against next. This looks like a chance for Airdrie to get back in the game. Good save by Parks, cleared up by Ferguson, and he was offside anyway, so quite a comfortable game, good performance. Some tired legs. Parks with the ball now, punts it up long. Another chance for Airdrie maybe to just get a consolation goal. They've got out wide. Can we shut them down? Ball comes into the box. There we got Lench, got away to Lewis. Might be able to have a quick counter-attack here to end the game. Plays it through to Gomez. And yeah, Gomez puts the icing on the cake. So 3-0. And we've looked dangerous like that in every game. 10th goal of the season already for Gomez. He broke the records last season, and I fully expect him in this team, this squad, to go on and break it again. So into the dressing room. Well done, lads, good win. And into the next round of the cup, presumably. So I will, let's just have a quick look at some of the other teams in there. So it looks like they're Premier reserves, probably their championship, and their first, second, third divisions. Teams from Wales in there as well. I'm not sure if Ireland, Ireland as well. So it's a bit of a UK Cup. So it'd be nice to see how far we can get and see what kind of teams we can get up against. Anyway, I digress. I'll click through and I'll get us ready for the next game in the league, and I'll catch you shortly. And welcome back. So the starting lineup away at Barnet in the league is as follows: Parks in goals. Davies continues at left back. We've got a centre pairing of Christensen and Ferguson, with Nye moving to right back to give Meekins a bit of a rest. Sweet and Burnett in the middle of the park. Wish out on the left. Affaline out on the right, with Gomez and Parish playing up front. Just as a quick note, is where the goal distribution's been in the initial few games. So as you can see, Gomez on 10, Parish on 8, Affeline on 5, although he's playing out on the wing at the minute. He did get some goals when he was up front. Sweet 3 from midfield. Got Forster 6, who normally plays on the wing. So a fairly healthy distribution of goals. So let's get into the game and see if we can carry on and take it to 8 wins in a row, which I think incidentally would be a club record. But we're not taking anything for granted. Again, carry on from where you were last match. I do have an update on the SPFL trophy draw. So in the next round, we're drawn away at Celtic Reserves. And if we win that, we're into the quarterfinals against either St Johnstone or Falkirk. So it'd be quite interesting to play against Celtic Reserves, actually, to see what their youth team's like and whether there's any players we could potentially seek to bring down to Wealdstone as we move up the leagues. And that is, of course, unless we get a job offer and move on elsewhere. But let me know in the comments section. I'm quite keen to see how far this squad can go. So here we go, nearly, 10 minutes, coming up towards 15 minutes in the game. No chances, no shots on target yet, but a long way to go. We tend to grow into a lot of the games. As you saw in the previous match, we score a few late goals, catching people on the break. But let's see. I mean, we've got a goal difference of plus 22 in the league so far, so we have scored pretty extensively 3+ goals per game. As of yet, unable to break Barnet down. I wouldn't say they're a bogey team for us or anything, but I know they have beaten us in the past and they've got some good players. So coming up to the half-hour mark, still no shots on target from either side, which is unusual. Looks like a highlight for Barnet. Takes the throw-in, gets into the box, and they've put it over. Bit of a scare there, bit of a let-off. Us on the ball now. Davies plays into Gomez. Davies breaks down the wing, swings it into the box. And Parish gets there just ahead of the keeper to put his 1-0 up. Making it, I think, his 9th goal of the season. So Parish, who was away on loan because he was third choice striker last season, he's come back from that loan and he's kind of forced his way into the first team now, which is good to see. 36 minutes gone on the clock. Still just the 1 shot on target. If we can get to half time like this, I'll be reasonably happy. See if there's any change we can make just to strengthen our position, but I'm hoping, like in previous games, we can just catch them on the break and get that second goal. It'd be fantastic to carry on the winning run as long as we possibly can. I don't think you'd be able to get through the full 46 games winning every single one. That'd be pretty phenomenal. We have a great squad. I don't think it's that good, but we will take it as far as we can. So into the dressing room then, dominating on XG. Played well, still room for improvement. Burnett looking nervous in the middle of the park. We've only really got Phillips on the bench. We'll just let him see if he picks up, because he's just come back from a long injury. We've got to give him a chance to get back in and get fit again. Bishop making a rare start on the left-hand side, because usually Forster's out there and he scored quite a lot of goals this season. We're probably missing out on Meakin's long throws, if I'm honest. That normally gets us 2 or 3 chances per game. Wishart and Affeline's form dropping off a little bit. Just need to make sure we're respectful of the threat that they pose. I'm going to take Burnett off because he's dropped to a 6.3. It's maybe just a bit too soon for him to play the full game. So we'll make the change and bring Phillips in to shore up in midfield. See how we get on. We'll keep an eye on Affeline and Wishart as well. Not having great games. It could just be the way the game, they could be playing a narrow formation or just playing a block to stop our wingers being effective. So we'll just keep an eye on how people are playing. Wishart's dropped to a 6.3, so he's been pretty ineffectual. Lewis he can come and play on both sides, but I think we're going to have to get Wishart off. He's on a yellow and he's not playing well, so before he does anything silly or picks up a red, we'll get him off, get someone else on. We'll just shout some encouragement just to try and pick some of these Oh, well, that's not gone down well. They were not happy with that, were they? Christensen off for Meekins. Again, another yellow card player. He's tiring. Meekins is a solid centre-half. And really, we just want to see the game out. It's not been as pretty as some of the other games. Not as many chances, but again, as long as it stays 1-0, it can be scrappy, but it's the points that's important. 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go. Game fading out. No substitutes left. Again, this is what I mean about the tiring players as well. Had a few games in quick succession. It doesn't take long before your players really start to feel it, and that can be reflected in some of the performances as well. So we'll probably look a bit more rotation in the next few games. I know we've got some players coming back from international duty who need to slot back in. Roos, when he comes back from injury, will go back on the right to allow Affeline to get some game time up front and rest Gomez and Parrish. So yeah, we've got players all over the pitch to enable resting. It's just making sure we do it early enough that we don't get caught short. So you go 1-0 win, 8 victories in a row. We'll look at that in the league table, and we'll see us sat top. It certainly makes for a good sight. So there we go. 8 games, 8 wins, 24 points, goal difference of plus 23. What a fantastic start to the season. I will carry on through the next few games. We'll look at the schedule. I was thinking I'll possibly come back again for the SPSFL Trust Trophy, and we'll just make it a bit of a theme over the next episode or so. While we're still in it, we'll bring you a cup game and a league game. So once again, thanks for tuning in. Mike's working again, so for this episode and the last episode, hopefully all my troubles are behind me. Thanks for tuning in. Keep an eye out for the next episode, and I'll see you again soon.